Hey guys, happy Thursday. Jess here to talk to you about your Road Warriors programming for today. We are going to start with the same ankle mobility work that we did on Tuesday. So we're going to do 5 each of a forward reach, a lateral reach, and then a curtsy reach. So what that is going to look like is here, say I'll start on my left foot. I'm going to bring my right leg forward. I like to bring my arms forward to kind of help counterbalance. And then I'm going to sink down, I'll show you kind of from the side, into a little just kind of quarter squat, reaching that foot forward. Come to full standing and then reach, right? So not quite a pistol. We are not at all pistol, but that kind of same mechanics where I'm sending my butt back, my knee is bending. So just a little quarter squat there. I'm going to do 5 on one leg, and then I'll do 5 on the other, same thing. From there, after you're done with that forward reach, we're just going to take it into a lateral reach now. So left foot is planted. Now I'm going to shift to the side, bring that foot out. Ideally, I'm keeping it elevated the entire time as I reach. However, if you're really wobbly and you need to tap it down, that's absolutely okay. Goal though is that leg that's planted is the working leg, so the heel should stay flat the entire time as you come through. So if at any point you start to shift forward and that heel pops up, your knee is shooting way too far forward. So think about sending your butt back a little bit more, keeping that heel grounded. After you've done 5 laterally, the last one is going to be a curtsy lunge or a curtsy reach. So again, left foot is planted. I'm going to bring my right foot up, curtsy, pull it behind me, and then back up, right? So I'm reaching back. If I need to have it touch behind me to stabilize, that's fine, right? Again, goal is that that working leg stays grounded. From the side here too, I'll show you reaching back behind and then up. So you're just looking for quarter squats in those because we're just trying to get some mobility through the ankle. Once you're done with that, so 5 each time, just one time through, we're then going to take it to a little bit more of a dynamic warm up. So first we're going to do 5 each Samson lunges with an overhead reach. So for that, your choice on forward and or backward lunges. I prefer backward, at least my knees prefer backwards. So I'm going to take a step back. As I step back, my knee's going to come down. I'm going to reach up overhead. I can hold for a count and then come back up. We can do these as alternating if you'd like. So reaching up and back. You're going to do 5 each side. First movement. Second movement is going to be a side plank. So with the side plank, elbow is going to come down onto the floor, onto the ground, or maybe if you've got the equipment, you might bring either a little towel or a yoga mat that is, I've found really great to take on these little mixed modality running works that we're doing. But anyway, back to business. Side plank, elbow right underneath the shoulder. Feet can be stacked here, bridging hips up high. I can bring my arm up overhead. I can even spice it up a bit and come into a little star plank here. Your choice, side plank. If this is too much, you can totally bring one leg in front of you. You can even kickstand it here, or you could even come to a kneeling position here, right? Hips high, chest stays out and forward. So 20 seconds on, say, your right side. Then we're back up to our next lunge variant of the warm-up. We're going to take a wider stance here. We're going to go into this type of skater lunge. So I'm going to shift to one side. I'm going to bring my opposite hand down, and then I'm going to add a little rotation up overhead here. So back to center, I can alternate. So once I've done my left side, I'll shift over to my right, bring my left hand down towards that, and then I'll rotate out. So we're just going, always pass through center as you come through, down and rotate. Heels stay flat, just like we did in the little ankle mobility drills to start. When you're done with those little skater lunges with rotations, we're back to a side plank for the other side. If you started with your right, now you're on your left. Same rules apply for the side plank, so I'm not going to demonstrate that again. And then finally, our last lunge variant of this warm-up is going to be a curtsy lunge now with a rotation. So my rug in here is moving, my apologies. The curtsy lunge with rotation. So now I'm going to, left foot is going to stay planted. I'm going to bring my right foot back behind me, rotate up over that front foot, and then come back. I can alternate. So now right foot stays planted, left foot goes back behind. I rotate and turn over the front leg to come to stand, right? So for your warm up on that little dynamic warm up, we're going to look to do 2 times through those movements. So Samson lunge with the reach, 5 each leg, side plank left. We'll then go into the skater lunge with rotation, 5 reps each, then side plank right. Then we'll go into the curtsy lunge, 5 reps each, and then, I didn't mention it, after that we're doing a 20 shoulder taps. So that from here, just come into a tall push-up position, and then you'll shift into your shoulder taps, right? Every rep counts, so it would be 20 total, 10 each side. That's your warm-up. When you're done with that, we're moving into our running prep work. So we've got on tap for today some 200-meter sprints with some squats and push-ups. So to warm up, just to get the distance of the run first, we're going to do an easy 200-meter jog. Then you're going to do a 200 meters at a moderate effort. And then your final 200-meter warm-up running prep work is 200 meters at a tough intensity, a tougher intensity for you, not full, not max effort there, just to really get the feeling for what these 200 meters might feel like when you get into this work. So that's just your little running prep before. If you need the distance, 200 meters is about a length of a block from east to west in most of here, Brooklyn and Park Slope. So that should be your distance, or something similar. It might actually be a little bit shy. Pick something that is your 200-meter distance for today. Your work today, we've got 6 intervals of 5 to 10 push-ups, 15 squats, and then a 200-meter sprint. We're then going to rest 3 minutes, and then you're going to repeat. So again, 6 total intervals of that work. Through range of motion, 5 to 10 push-ups. So push-ups are potentially from the toe, from a tall plank position, hands just outside shoulder width, coming all the way down until your chest touches, and then driving up in a straight line. Now, if that's a challenge for you, then you can definitely maybe do a switch push-up where you're coming down under control, then dropping to the knees to come up, or you might just stay to the knee and do a modified push-up from the knee. I'm giving the rep range here of 5 to 10 because I want these push-ups to be relatively quick, not like max effort push-ups, not going to failure. So pick a rep scheme and a modification that allows you to do that set unbroken. If you're breaking up the set, you're kind of missing the stimulus. It should be something that's relatively quick on those push-ups. From the push-up, you're going to jump right up to get into your squat, feet squat stance, down and up. Now these squats might be a little bit quicker because we are looking for a little higher intensity work today. That's fine. Just make sure that hip crease is not only fine, it's a little recommended here. Make sure hip crease down below parallel, stand all the way at the top, so really squeeze your butt to get your hips open. As soon as you're done with those 15 squats, you're off on your run. Clock it, figure how long it takes you, and then you're going to rest 3 minutes before you repeat the whole thing. Probably not nasal breathing today, but ideally you are still wearing your mask covering to protect yourself and really to protect others as well. We sometimes forget about that. Goal is high intensity efforts, but still at repeatable paces. So not going, all out on that first one and then crashing and burning for the rest of the 5 reps or sets there. Let's see, let me just double check my notes, make sure I didn't have anything. Oh yeah. For your cool down. So once you're done with that, cool down, 3 to 5 minute walk. And then we've got a few different variants. I actually, in just doing some fun like research for cool down, different cool down movements, I came across a great article by somebody you might recognize. So I encourage you guys to click on the link here. But the cool down is going to involve some hip circles in a lunge, which we've done these in class plenty of time. Back leg stays straight, and then just hip circles, right? So about 5 in each direction or about 30 seconds. Then we're going to go into a lunge with a twist. So from a lunge position here, lifting up that back knee now, and then rotating out. We've done these two. You can even bring that right arm into instep and rotate out. When you're done with that, we can go into a pigeon pose. So pigeon pose we've done as well. Knee comes up. I can kind of shift forward here. Oh, maybe from the side is a little bit better. And then just kind of holding here, right? Pigeon pose there. And then finally, we've got our down dog calf march, which you're all familiar with. Going into a calf march there. That is your running work for today. Thank you for playing along. I am looking forward to doing this. I think I'm actually going to get Mr. Fox to do it as well. So feel free to reach out if, I don't know what that pose was. Feel free to reach out if you guys have any questions, share any comments and all that stuff. Tag me on Instagram, all that fun stuff. And check out that link for the special cool down guest. Thanks, guys.